One cookie.
All right, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, we are about to get into Miss Fatima Warren cash asset cash flow party here live in an awesome location out in North Carolina. So with that being said, let's get right off into it. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3. Cut that off, bitch. Just to test it out, you know what I mean? All right. Okay. Bear with me, I'm having a little technical difficulties over here. Y'all know this computer stuff ain't better than us. But sometimes it be showing off, you know? Yeah, exactly. Go back, return to the meeting. Boom. View. Gallery.
She loved that very well. Because a lot of Ethiopians.
Right. Actually, what she got is more of a mixed area. But at the bottom is Riverdale, and then that's the whole negative. And then as you go over farther towards higher, it becomes Ethiopian, Arab. It's more Jewish.
How you doing?
They set up in different communities. They have their own.
This is that.
But College Park.
Yeah, Scott.
That whole area where she is diverse.
Paul's daughter. Here.
Oh, your daughter's brother. Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
My first child.
But I locked down too.
That's what's up.
I did. She was she.
Mhm.
And this is Amara, everyone. And it's she been eating cookies. Yeah. 13 months. Last bit. Yeah.
It's been quick.
Yeah, no. That cookie good.
She's so cute. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Open up one of our youngest members. This.
Okay, damn. I'm trying to pull my stuff back up. Fatima.
This young lady came in.
My stuff back up on the stream is having a.
What happened?
Go back. Yeah. Technology, good old technology. There we go. All right. All right, we're gonna play this video. After this video, we're gonna get right off into our conversation. All right.
I want to open up one of our youngest members. This young lady came in and adjusted her W-4. The W-4 is the form where the experts get your taxes lowered and put more money back in your paycheck. It changed her life tremendously. She's been rocking and rolling ever since. She's going to be largely responsible for our millennial movement. Y'all give it up for Miss Amber Johnson.
They showing off. We'll just play it on a small distance.
I want to open up one of our youngest members. This young lady came in and adjusted her W-4. The W-4 is the form where the experts get your taxes lowered and put more money back in your paycheck. It changed her life tremendously. She's been rocking and rolling ever since. She's going to be largely responsible for our millennial movement. Y'all give it up for Miss Amber Johnson. Ms. Johnson, what happened with your W-4 adjustment? How easy or hard was the process?
It was extremely easy. First of all, good afternoon, everybody. It was extremely easy. As a W-2 worker, that was the most attractive thing, that I could give myself a pay raise. without having to ask my boss. So the very first night I enrolled, I uploaded my pay stubs. The following 72 hours, the IRS sent it back, my adjusted W-4, and I had an extra $742 my first month. And every month since then.
742. All right.
And then I did it again, and they got me another extra $200. So ended up bringing home about $988 a month extra. And I introduced it to my entire family, of course, and now they're all getting an increase in their paychecks as well. So
That's it.
squad in here.
Squad in here, mama here, cousin here, everybody in there. I think I saw it earlier. It's a family affair. Y'all give it up for Miss Amber Johnson. Good job. Good job. All right. I have a lot of respect for this young man. He's one of the most highly trained and highly committed individuals. I've seen him grow and grow and grow in the business. I'm going to have him come up and talk about his testimony and his daily pay. Give it up for Bernard Ponder. Just want y'all to hear from some people who are actually getting their makeover. Amber took home an extra $700, then $900, and that's just her paycheck. She didn't tell you about her daily pay. Give me your before and after.
Okay. Top of the day to you. How everybody doing?
All right. Good.
Awesome, awesome. Before MWR, well, of course, anybody else went to college? All right. Cool. I went to one of the greatest schools in the world, Florida A&M University, but I had to actually take out student loans. And I went to FAMU as well as Atlanta School of Massage, but I had to take out loans for both of those. And before MWR.
Wow.
I want to open up one of our youngest members. This young lady came in and adjusted her W-4. The W-4 is the form where the experts get your taxes lowered and put more money back in your paycheck. It changed her life tremendously. She's been adjustment. How easy or hard was the process?
The IRS sent it back, my adjusted W-4, and I paid $200. So ended up.
Everybody here, mama here, cousin here, everybody in there. I think I saw it earlier. It's a family affair. Y'all give it up for Miss Amber Johnson. Good job. Good job. All right. I have a lot of respect for this young man. He's one of the most highly trained and highly committed individuals. I've seen him grow and grow and grow in the business. I'm going to have him come up and talk about his testimony and his daily pay. Give it up for Bernard Ponder. Just want y'all to hear from some people who are actually getting their makeover. Amber took home an extra $700, then $900, and that's just her paycheck. She didn't tell you about her daily pay. Give me your before and after.
Okay. Top of the day to you. How everybody doing?
All right. Good.
Awesome, awesome. Before MWR, well, of course, anybody else went to college? All right. Cool. I went to one of the greatest schools in the world, Florida A&M University, but I had to actually take out student loans. And I went to FAMU as well as Atlanta School of Massage, but I had to take out loans for both of those. And before MWR, they had my credits. They had me in debt for 83 years in debt. But when I worked with the experts, they got it from 83 years down to only 9 years. Can we give a testimony?
Oh, yeah. 83 to 9.
83 to 9. The specific dates of now my debt-free day is November 2030. The best thing overall, Brian, is that they saved me about over $50,000 in interest payments.
Oh, wow. 50 grand.
$50,000.
So that's called quantifying that.
Big facts.
Yes, sir. Now, how does it feel every day when our cell phones go off and you get a text message? I'm going to show y'all the daily pay in a second.
I've been positioned to earn the $20 a day daily guarantee.
$600 a month.
$600 every single month extra in addition to everything else that I do. So it's pretty good.
Y'all good up for Bernard Ponder? Give it up, give it up. All right, good. Miss Erica Martin, come on up. Y'all good up for Erica Martin? Miss Erica, the world wants to know. It's only 1 million people gonna see this on Facebook. The world wants to know your before and after story. Where were you before MWR and where are you today?
So before MWR Financial, how many of y'all ever tried to get your bills lowered? So with the financial experts and the bill shredder, I didn't realize I was overpaying my cell phone bill, my cable bill, and my alarm bill. So with the experts, they were able to save me $1,050 on my cable bill. They were able to save me $240 on my alarm bill, and I got a one-time savings on my cell phone. But hey, a savings is a savings.
That's right, that's right.
So I took that money and I applied it to my credit card. So that's how I income share from taking it from here, moving it over to there.
Nice. Girl, you better work it. I didn't even tell y'all we negotiate your bills. I told y'all that we lower your expenses, but we have bill negotiators. You upload your cable bill, cell phone bill, internet bill, or your alarm bill. On this property and my primary property, I uploaded all the bills, and they drop them for you. They negotiate your bills. I don't know how they do it. But it's part of your membership. They negotiate all your bills down. That's that column, the six-figure playbook. Now you take that money, put it on the debt. Now they both what? They both going down. This next gentleman I want to bring in here is responsible for an organization called Seniors on the Move. It's never too late to start making money. Richard Greer is at $900 a month. Give it up for him.
Thank you.
What's up, Rich?
I'm telling you, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Good, man. What you like most about
I had
this?
a score of a 623. I'm sitting now at a 746.
Man.
I'm excited about it, and I'm excited just to be back in the groove of things.
Nice.
This is just wonderful. And I'm going to say cut.
Okay, hold on. Before you go. You went from a 600 credit score to a 700 and what?
747.
740. Have you noticed the interest rates? You can renegotiate now. They can renegotiate your car insurance. Your credit scores can help you renegotiate everything. Have you noticed the difference?
They've done that. Plus, I get a lot of mail about selling your house, buying your house, want a new car because my interest rate is so much better now.
Yes.
So people take notice of that as well.
All right, y'all give it up for Richard Greer.
Okay. End of the video. We're gonna try to make this thing straight.
Hey, what technology? I like it, but at the same time, it's not. It's never going to be better. Never. It can try. It can never better. You see how it froze up, and we pregame before y'all even came. But don't worry about the here no there. That's why we got backups. So I'm gonna stop that. Close that. And we're gonna stop sharing.
And he said, the program they help you negotiate.
Negotiate the deal.
That's good.
Yeah, so you need, so you have like you do like the electric bill, cell phone bill. If you have your own home,
Yeah.
yeah.
You see, that's the whole thing. I mean, if I put it on my cost, then you know, if it's possible to do it, I think that's all I have the way I have it now.
No, you still should be able to. That's why, like, when you get with those experts, whatever, they'll be able to, because everybody's situation is going to be different. But
Yeah.
just because you already have an expert, you still can be able to move it forward.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna do. Oh, it's amazing.
And that's why I definitely gonna need help
Yes, yes. Where's the house at?
up in Linden,
Okay,
off of 210.
okay.
So it's a. See, I was in courts.
Mhm.
It was in a whole lot of issues, had a lot of issues and stuff, and the money went all in the paying lawyers and stuff.
Oh,
So
wow.
now I'm off of that, trying to rebound.
Gotcha.
So you know, all that damaged my credit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm trying to build that back up.
Yeah, I they got credit to a good place out there. Yeah, that's my little situation. So
I never had issues before something like that, so I never knew how courts can have it so messed up.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, it even had it where they were gonna even have it messed up as far as my benefits. Yeah, I got a phone call one day, they were asking questions like, you know, about the issues and stuff. I'm like, y'all heard about this and know about this, but then y'all didn't do a deep dive of this to know what my situation is. Y'all want to take away my benefits.
Oh, wow. Your credit can have you on that stuff.
So now, well, that's why I told Brian, I said, you know, I need to try to figure this stuff out now, because then I'm in a whole different realm now that I'm familiar with.
Not just finance now.
Yeah.
I'm different.
Right.
Everything on my credit.
Yeah, that's what's up.
My credit too. But on 6 to 8.
Mhm.
It's just
Where's your house at?
great.
Ah,
Hope County line. I'm right by the second hospital.
yeah,
no,
no,
I'm on Plank Road. I'm back towards that Middle City Road. Back.
yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You trying to record?
Are you in an HOA?
Put it on here.
See what I'm saying? They got me in an HOA.
I don't know. That was what I was making sure I didn't. When I was purchasing my home, I didn't want an HOA.
I didn't know about HOAs until then.
And I had a good realtor, but they thought they were scamming me, and we kind of got off. Because we didn't have to list the house, we didn't have to bid for it. You just showed it to us, we
Mm.
did paperwork and closed.
Okay.
It was kind of an easy deal.
So you see my situation is that I don't want to be in the HOA anymore.
Now, so real estate school is definitely teach me that you do not do an HOA because your neighbors can get you put out your house. They can get your house foreclosed on, the people around you.
Okay.
In control.
Okay.
They have a board that they can go to and discuss you and your house.
See it?
And if they want to, they can go to the courts and get your house foreclosed on.
See?
That's why I didn't do it.
I don't like to be told how to live either.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have it a certain way. They give you a list of rules. The HOA is control.
See it?
Okay, so thank you everybody for coming out and into our profit party today. We're going to have Bryan. He's a retired military, did 20+ years in the military. We're basically going to be showing y'all how to create extra cash. So you're able to put that cash into different assets and stuff like that, whether it be real estate, whether it be like a trust or stuff like that, and then we'll show you ways to multiply your money. But we all know, like, especially now, as you can see, as the economy has gone away, especially since COVID, we have all came to know that this one stream of income is not enough anymore. You gotta have multiple streams of income coming in. So, and then also we've seen that a lot of businesses went out and stuff like that. And we've seen how people lost their homes because they didn't have those extra streams of income coming in. So since pairing with NWR, they have shown me personally, and I'll get into my story with the that you just need to have extra income coming in. Okay. So without further ado, we'll have Bryan come on up and go through our cash flow company.
That's awesome. Hey, how y'all doing today? Cool? Y'all all right? Are y'all all right?
Yeah.
Hey, we all okay because that's how.
That's right.
So, hey, thank you, Fatima, for actually giving me a warm welcome about my background. But in reality, I'm thankful that Fatima, she invited me out to her actual profit party. She's well knowledgeable on the stuff that we're about to go over, but she was kind enough to invite me so, people can see, this mug, talk the talk. Because basically, if I'm not doing this, I'm basically, doing what people retired do,
Relax.
But I love what I do because of the fact that I get to help a lot of people. And I want to give y'all a caveat. So what I'm about to say right now is not trying to take nothing away from what you got going on in your life, but I have to tell you this. I want everybody to forget every single thing that they remember about finances prior to coming to the door. When I say that, because after we show you what we're going to show you, you can't unsee what I'm about to show you. Everything you're about to hear, we're about to discuss in the room today, you're not about to be able to unhear it, or vice versa. So with that being said, there's no need to think about no bills that you got to pay. Let's not think about nothing financial. We just have a listening ear. At the end of this conversation, if you have any questions, I'm going to bring in an awesome special guest for you to ask no holds barred questions about things you want to know to take yourself to a whole nother level financially. Other than that, does everybody in the room has a handout in the room? Everybody have a handout? Okay, awesome. Does everybody have something to write with? Awesome. All right. So with that being said, hey, just at this time, we're gonna play something. We're gonna play a game. It's gonna be like Fatima says. Since this is Fatima's profit party, I'm just the voice. Don't worry about me. This is all about what she wants to bring to the world, bring to the forefront. I'm just gonna be the voice. So everything that we're gonna do, you're gonna follow along, and on the screen is gonna come up. So in the blanks, we're gonna fill in the blanks. So without further ado, is everybody ready? Fatima, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. Hey, so today what we're going to be talking about we're going to be talking about the cash flow party worksheet. That's what y'all here for. I know some of y'all think y'all was going to come drink mimosas, y'all going to meet some new people and stuff like that. But guess what? We're going to meet what we should have been meeting from birth. How the rules of the wealthy, what they've been using in order for them to stay wealthy for generations and generations. So without further ado, let's get into it. The MWR Financial's ultimate cash flow system is a system that has 4 roadblocks. 4
financial roadblocks. First word, alternate. Second is the letter four, or the number 4. The 4 roadblocks are taxes, debt, big business, and inflation. These are the 4 things that stop you from becoming wealthy. Not just you, most average Americans from becoming wealthy, because they didn't teach us how to become wealthy. They only teach us how to be worker bees as W-2 workers. They never taught us how to become wealthy. But we're going to break down some different things. So taxes is also known as the Chainsaw Massacre. It's taking the first 1/3 of your expenses. Think about this. Think about how many ways you're getting taxed. They got ad valorem tax. They got car tax. They got sales tax. We were just talking about property tax, weren't we? Some of you got the OHA. Why am I paying you OHA when I'm still paying for a property that I don't fully own because me and the bank own it together? Even so more than at the height of COVID-19, we've been getting taxed for COVID tax. Because think about this. Where else are business owners going to be able to recoup some of that money they were losing for having people that actually sit in the restaurant? So think about this. At the height of COVID-19, a lot of stuff went up. Gas went up. Oh, I didn't say that, but it did. I'm gonna leave it alone. But taxes is one of our first major expenses that taking money out of our pocket. Think about this. The government takes money off the top out of our checks before we even get to see it. They didn't wake you up in the morning to go to work. They didn't take your child for you. They didn't feed you. They didn't drive you to work. They didn't pick you up from work, but they're getting money off the top of your money, right? That's the first thing that's hurting us. We've got so many different types of taxes. Believe it or not, I had a cousin that just passed. Guess what happened? My cousin died. Guess what happened? She got taxed for dying. I know it sounds crazy. She got taxed for dying. Because guess what? Somebody had to pay for that funeral, right? Somebody had to pay for that garment. Somebody had to pay for that casket, right? All that stuff was taxed. That's the first 1/3 that's getting taken out of your pocket. Now, when I'm talking about the government, and the way they take tax from, we talking about state tax, federal tax. We talking about FICA. We talking about Social Security. Some of it might not even be around when we get around. Just throwing it out there. Let's just take us to our next thing. Debt. Debt is, go ahead.
So one thing about the taxes too, because I just recently lost my mother, and when I lost my mother, and we'll get into the wills and the probate and stuff like that. But in the book, there was something I never heard of called an inheritance tax. So if you inherit something, you gotta get taxed on that. And I'm just sitting here like that's crazy. Exactly. And yeah, so and then if you don't pay your property tax, then you already know they put that lien on it, and then they can go ahead and get like North Carolina, the deed state, so they're just pretty much going like foreclose on the house. But New Jersey is a lien state, so they charge 18% tax on that lien. So my mother's her taxes on her property were like $400 and something every once a quarter. But if she don't pay that, it's gonna keep adding on that 18% interest on there. Stuff like that. So yeah, it's crazy. When I got introduced to this company and you start looking into the taxes, we start seeing like all the stuff going on. Like it's ridiculous how much we're being taxed. And the tax laws are not for the W-2 worker. It's for they're really designed for the business owner. If you are a business owner, then you reap the benefits of the tax law. But when you're a W-2, you get taxed the most. But you see people like Donald Trump and stuff like that don't pay no taxes because they putting their stuff into the thing. But I don't know.
Hey, it's a match. She's definitely right. So now, when we talk about taxes, I was gonna roll over, which I am gonna roll over into debt. Now, taxes and debt are like husband and wife, or like brother and sister. They come together. Debt is known as the family curse. That's the second 1/3 of what's happening to your money. So think about this. When we talk about debt, we're talking about stuff like loans. We're talking
we're talking about stuff like teenagers. We're talking about stuff like credit cards. We're talking about stuff for anything that's gonna hold you in bondage where hey, you basically when you get a loan or when you get a credit card, you're basically gonna be paying for something in advance that you couldn't afford at the time. So that's where they put something called interest on it. But think about this. Just imagine that you had no debt. You didn't have no credit card debt. You didn't have no house debt. You didn't have no type of debt whatsoever. All that money will be going back to the number one person who deserves it, and that's you. Think about this. Now, some people, if you were to ask this question in general without them showing this information, they're like, "Oh, my rent," or they're like, "My car note," or no. We're talking about how you get hit overall. Now, just imagine if you had none of that. That's the second thing that's stopping you from becoming well. Now, when we're talking about the interest forever, and I'm gonna say this, and this has nothing to do with some of the. It does, but it doesn't. When I say bondage, that means someone always has their thumb on you or they foot on your neck, not in a good way, to keep you oppressed. Why should you be oppressed as a person that's working hard for the money? Why should you be oppressed as a person that didn't know out the gate? Your parents didn't even know that they was getting hit like this. All they know is I had to take care of my family and whatnot. Which brings us to the third thing. Big business, which is known as the money trap. That's the third thing that's stopping us from becoming wealthy. Now, you see in the characteristics, they're talking about celebrate monthly, spend billions in March. Let's break it down. What month are we in right now? March, as of this weekend, we're celebrating St. Patty's Day. In Savannah, we usually paint the river green. And guess what? I ain't trying to be funny unless one of y'all got something to say. It look like nobody here Irish. But we're gonna celebrate that. We're gonna celebrate the holiday. We're gonna drink some cocktails. We're gonna pull out some beans, and we're gonna wear our green shirt because we don't want to get pinched. And yeah, we're gonna blow a lot of money. Which rolls us around into what happens next month? April, what happens next? Easter. Oh, Easter was always a time when people like to come bring out the Easter suit. They don't even go to church every Sunday, but they want to go to church this Sunday because they want everybody to see that nice Easter suit. Oh, and our kids, the kids that know about the tradition, some of the more mature kids who are a little older, we love Easter egg hunting. This is a time where they run up the bill of eggs. The eggs are high right now already. Artificial eggs, the whole now. Kids in the spirit of it. We'll throw this around into what happens the next one after that.
Memorial Day.
What happens
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day, boy, there's everything. You know what I mean? So think about it. Mother's Day. What's rolls around the following month? What happens in June?
Father's Day.
Oh, you know what? Praise the Lord. Oh my God. Y'all remember that day? No, because y'all remember it though. Okay, but yeah, that's about it. But in that month, Father's Day, and I'm saying right now, Father's Day, I like more than just you calling and telling me Father's Day. You know, I need some socks, my socks got my holes, and the other stuff that we have. I want that at least, you know what I mean? Or some fishing poles. That's a whole other story. Which rolls around in July? July, we be up there having 4th of July, which once you come over to the compound world, which me and Fatima have already did, and some of y'all in the room already aspiring and y'all probably already doing, but not looking at it. When you come over to the compound world, you look at 4th of July like, hey, we just taking our money and we exploding it. And when I say that, think about it. Only thrill we really get out of those fireworks is the colors in the sky. You probably have some drinks in it, just so illuminating to you. The reality, the alcohol you drinking made it illuminate the beat. Awesome that night. Which rolls us to August? August. What happens in August?
My birthday.
It's a holiday. Okay, happy birthday, team. That's what else happens. Back to school. We gotta buy uniforms. We gotta go to school supplies and everything. People love that. And guess what? Sometimes people say your child needed to read that. Sometimes we know how to use the book. But it's back to school. You're gonna pay for that. What's rolls around in September? What happens in September? Labor Day. Now I'm trying to be funny. Nobody loves Labor Day better than the people that always work too working. Now the person at the business owner, they don't care. They want you to keep working on that day. But they got, let's make the holidays. We don't make them feel so bad that they've been working as W2 workers their whole life. They ain't gonna see it like, oh yeah, Labor Day we celebrate. It's fine. Same time, that's another event we exploding up, fireworks, blowing away our money. I love being on the grill because I like to eat, modestly, whatever. But it rolls us around into October. What happens in October? Trick or treat, smell my feet. Kids always like to be already prepping for those Halloween costumes. But did you know that is a $1 trillion day? Hold up, let me say it again. That's a $1 trillion day. Those guys make so much money in October that they make enough for the whole year long. Wouldn't you like in one day to make your whole year's salary then some? I'm gonna say it again. Business owners, one day, on that day, a pagan holiday, they make $1 trillion across the board. You can take that $1 trillion. I hope people out there, oh man, you know what? I'll kill them too. All right, we're gonna give y'all $1 million so we can have write off. We'll give y'all $2 billion to write off something. We'll give y'all $10 million to write off something. By the time for $10 million, don't worry, I'm gonna use $20 million. And I'm gonna still have about 500 something million plus dollars. Am I not right? You never thought about that? One day. Let's roll around into candy, party, that's global. That's global. That's global wide. Global. Now,
People spend I have friends that their whole house is that they spend so much money on. They have every year they do a big party.
Global.
So, yeah.
But now that rolls into November. What happens? Hold up. Now, how many people in here we used to have a Thanksgiving dinner at a nice table like that? Anybody in the room ever had that? Mm-hmm. I know you did, because you know how we grew up. But Thanksgiving dinner is more like Thanksgiving lunch now. And the reason why it's like Thanksgiving lunch, because of the fact that people do not sit there and bond and talk anymore. They ready for the sale to come out on the 26th, the 27th, the 28th. Am I not right? That's true. They want to catch that sale because we already rolls around into what?
Christmas.
Hello, think about this. Christmas time was not supposed to be represented as buying gifts and stuff like that. It was supposed to be represented for certain religions. I'm not going to throw that on nobody because we got different religions, but that was supposed to be the birth of Christ time. But, however, we be doing stuff like Secret Santa. Y'all know why we do Secret Santa? We be doing Secret Santa because of the fact half of the people y'all don't like the anyway. So they pull it, or you buy something for a mail. You buy something, they don't even tell you what it is. Because they don't want you to know that you bought it from somebody you don't like. So that's why we do Secret Santa. But what's even more crazy is this. Think about this. How many people in the room married? Okay. Think about it. You done made sure your wife likes on, you done make sure she ate, you done make sure her gas in the car, you made sure she's not gonna get kicked out, you made sure the kids got clothes, you made sure she has all of the holidays. But she mad at you because you didn't buy enough for Christmas, or vice versa. You mad at her because she didn't invite you for Christmas, but you've been making it happen. Right? So which one was from the January? January we back to popping bottles, flexing hard, getting no membership that they're gonna end in about 30 days, and not trying to be no shade because some people is about that life, but somebody. Some people are like, yeah, I'm gonna do my average, I'm gonna keep them fresh with my 2D songs and all that. Yeah, about February 28th, after they started doing taxes, then I forgot about working out, all that stuff like that. But that's big business. Which brings us into inflation. Inflation is known as the silent income killer. I'm gonna say this again for the people in the back. The silent income killer. Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
You will pull you some more.
Remember what I told you? It's life.
Yeah, there you go.
It's life. So think about this. Think about this. It's called the silent income killer. And the reason why it's called the silent income killer is this. If y'all look at the characteristics you got down there, the dollar and dice. Oh, yeah. Inflation just sneaks up onto you. It's like one of the most creepy creeps. They always been wanting to get with you, or they always get at you. Guess how they get at you? At the pump, the gas went up. Right. They get at you at the grocery store, the food went up. They get at you at the club. They don't do that in the club. They leave. You gotta let. They ain't no ladies night. Ladies night. You gotta pay a ladies night. You know it's ladies night. All these things are great examples of inflation. Now, I don't know about y'all,
Don't
but when I was growing up, gas used to be under $1.
Yes.
Hey,
You can't even
the
get
dollar store ain't even $1 no more.
that's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
1
So they gonna change the name? Well, I was wondering what.
No. Hey, listen. Hey, call it $1.25 on the low.
Inflation.
Call it $1.25 on the low. You gonna pay them $1.25 at least, plus the tax. But at this point, I just told y'all about the 4 things that stop y'all from becoming wealthy. 4 things that stop you from becoming wealthy. Now, mind you, all this stuff been in our face the whole time. But guess what we doing? We doing like this right here to work. Oh, I gotta go get the kids. Go get the kids. What we were doing was rat racing to that so-called check at the job. When the check is capped. Wow. But now that I showed y'all the 4 roadblocks that stop y'all from wealthy, let's talk about the next phase. Let's talk about the 3 cash flow solutions, known as income shifting. I'll give y'all time of it. If y'all need to write down, give y'all time to write it down. This is a teaching moment. This is a teaching moment. And it's not really for you. It's for the people that you're going to expose it to. Because y'all was woke when you came here. Y'all was already woke when y'all came here. So think about this. The 3 solutions we're going to have is cash flow management. And cash flow management, just the characteristics. When you're a W-2 worker, you're in the highest tax bracket. You're in the highest tax bracket between 28 to 33%. There was a quote that Warren Buffett had made. Warren Buffett said that my assistant pays more in taxes than me. This is not something we're going to pay. This is given. Warren Buffett says that my assistant pays more in taxes than me. He was like, something's not right about that. He literally went and combed through his taxes, but you got to realize the difference between him and her, he's a business owner. Not a regular business, he's a billionaire business owner. You know what I mean? But we got a 6-figure playbook. And our 6-figure playbook, this is the type of stuff that we're going to break down for you to help you out in this area. Taxes. Help you minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, minimize your expenses, increase your credit score, increase your income, increase your assets. This is also known as 3 ups, 3 downs. I'll give y'all a little time to make sure y'all write that down. You know what I mean? Because this is about you right now. This is about the transformation of you being able to transform your mindset to drop the jewels on your young leader that's coming right behind you. This is what this is really about today. Now, in B, in the make phase, this is where we talk about the business income. Now, I don't know about you, but over in this bracket, hit it for them. You pay 18 to 23%. I ain't a rocket scientist, but usually in our group, we don't do math in public, but that's a 10% difference. That's a whole 10% difference down. You know what I'm talking down? When Tommy said it like that, he liked it. Huh? God bless Mr. Ford, and he liked it. Think about it. The characteristic of that is you work the business, spend, and then you tax. Look at the characteristics of the actual cash flow. It says, I work, I'm taxed, I spend. So you don't think something wrong with that? I work, I'm taxed, then I get to spend my money? I got you, man. I got you. I got something better. I got you a whole one for you. I'm gonna need another one in case you want to roll that thing. All right. So think about this. Something wrong about this characteristic. You mean to tell me if I step over to be get business income, I can work my business, spend all the money I want, then I get taxed at the tail end? Oh, I don't know about you, but right time I like to pay 10% less in tax and get to spend my money how I want it and then get taxed at the end. But it gets better. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about some of the ways and this opportunity that y'all about to be presented to y'all that you can make money. We got the customer bonus where you can make $40 a day. Right? We got the sponsorship bonus where you can make $50 a day. When I say a day, I mean per every time it happens, not a day, because you might have 1,000 customers a day. 1,000 customers times $40. I don't do math in public, but you know how it goes down. Sponsorship bonus, $50 every time you sponsor somebody. The only difference between the two is one is just a customer, that means you just want what we got offering service-wise. The business part of the sponsorship is me, you doing the same thing that me and Fatima doing. All we doing is exposing the information. I ain't a rocket scientist. I got the answer to the test. I'm giving you the answer to the test, because that's how it goes. Think about this. We got the momentum bonus. The momentum bonus is earning from $150 to $900 because business, business success loves speed. But what's even better than that? This is the mind-blowing thing that blows my mind. Let's talk about the daily guarantee. Now, you can earn anywhere from $5 to what we got on that? $15,000 a day. I'm gonna say this loud for the people that I know out there watching the people. They ain't even in the room here. Let tell you, people in the back, you can be haters in the back. It'll be in the back. I know you laugh. To $15,000 a day that you can earn. I don't know about you, but $15,000, I take care of my mama, my sister, my brother, my cousin. No, I ain't stop. I mean, my future wife, and all the other shit I had to say. I had to tell that. I'm just saying. But, however, you can earn up to $15,000 a day. That's monthly $5 times 30. That's $150. $150 can self-fund this opportunity that you're about to be presented. But even more so that, think about this. Some people are like, I don't know, man, you're talking good. This might be a catch. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to get you into something. I'm trying to get you out of the way you've been thinking, because you've been doing good. You've been doing great. Look over there with that little cute. She's in heaven right now. Look at that. She done quiet down. Everything. She got her cookie. She got her bed. She got her love. All that. You sitting over here with your experience, and you getting paid for what you done did in your deal. Same thing with her. Man, she be making general bread in a minute, but hold up, general bread. She'll be all right. But what brings us to you making between $150 to $450,000 a month. Not a year, a month. That's if you killing it. All we do is expose people to this information. That's all I do. All I do is expose people to this information. What they want, what they got. But I'm gonna tell you this though. The government says you penalize $600 a month for not having a business. Wow. So check this out. I'm gonna break this down for you. Do you know $600 right now can help you out in any emergency, like small emergency you have, i.e. blowout with tires. Tires cost like $150, maybe $200 a piece. There you go. It was a tire. You might need to do an emergency trip, trip to a funeral. And you might have to add a little bit more because that's the bulk of the money right there. Boom. Your child is active in these activities. Boom, they go to activity money. You know what I mean? Even to the fact now you can start to have resources to be able to start your emergency fund, because you need to have at least anywhere from 6 months to 24 months of reserve for your emergency fund. And we'll get into that a whole later. I don't want to break it down too much. But did you know, as when you were born as a business owner in the United States of America? With your social security number, right? Keyword, with your social security number and having a place of residency, a domicile, like your domicile in this part, you were born a business owner. You do not have to have an LLC to be in business. It's called a 1099. I'll leave it alone. Let's go to the next phase. C, your growth phase. This is an investment income. Investment tax anywhere from between 0 to 15%. And I ain't no rocket scientist, but 15 minus the highest point of view, what you would be getting paid, tax as a W-2, that's 18% difference. 18% difference. And I know y'all know how to round up when you're not in public, but that's almost a 20% difference. Think about that. The characteristic of that is my money works, I reinvest it to make me some more money. I'm gonna say that again. The characteristic is it works, I reinvest it, that's what the REI stand for, and it makes me more money. And that's what we're gonna get into when we talk about the cash, asset cash. That's what y'all learning right now. You got something like capital gains, dividends. Guess what? Your business. I told you, you was a whole business when you was born. Like a little lady right there, she a whole business right now. That little baby right there is a whole business right now. She got a social security number, she got a domicile. Being that she's under the age, her mother can put her in business and be over her business, even though she's a child. Hello, wake up. We got two businesses going on in here. D, yourself. You a whole business. Businesses do not make money without people. And you definitely a whole person, aren't you? You definitely a whole movement, aren't you? And if people keep playing with you, they're gonna see your whole world, ain't they? There you go. So think about this. If you're not on the road to not investing, not even on the road to wealth. All right, now that we told you about the three solutions, let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's really happening. I want y'all to make sure that y'all go to the side. I want you to make sure y'all go to the side that has there you go, right there. No, right. Flip it over. Flip it over. There you go, right. Yep. There you go. The one with the financial objective. Y'all on that same page? Let's make sure everybody on page. All right. So at this point, your two financial objectives is your current lifestyle is paid for through labor. That's some W-2 worker type stuff now. But your future lifestyle is going to be paid for by investments. And what did I tell y'all the number one investment was when we started? You. You don't got to invest in nobody else to be rich. Invest in yourself. Invest in what you believe in. The first step to you changing your mindset is believing that you can do it. The minute you tell yourself you can't do something, you just lost. You got to empower yourself that you can do it. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you right now, the Michael Jordans, the Oprah Winfrey's, the new Joneses and the Carters, which is Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? They the new power couple in the world, right? People like that aspire to be that wealthy and admire those people. Guess what? Jay-Z don't put in work behind the scenes. They just make it look good when they're on camera. They're putting in work because guess what? If they don't put in work, guess what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna try to steal their money. Every day they wake up, somebody trying to steal their money because they still got to put in work behind the scenes. They just don't know different financially. The only difference between the Jay-Z's, the Oprahs, the Warren Buffetts, the Bill Gates, and all people that got to steal his money is mindset. The money come and go. That's the only difference between all of us in this room. You do, hey, this is Start Corporate. Huh? This Fatima, dynasty. However, little mama got it going on that 13 months industry. However you want to call it. She a business, right? Don't play with me like you don't know my name over here, Incorporated. You know what I mean? She a whole business. Which brings us to the number one thing. Next slide. One company is called Make Wealth Real. Now, at this point, this is a point where I done told y'all a lot of good things. I done told y'all a lot of awesome things. But we're gonna peel the onion back. There's only two types of people that we look for. But before we get too detailed into that, we're gonna throw some numbers out there, but then we're gonna educate y'all. We're going to that slide that you wanted me to go to earlier. Right? So if somebody just wanted the membership, right, that would be $149.97 a month. And I know some of y'all are saying, like, man, what are we paying for? I don't even know what I'm paying. Why I gotta pay for something that's gonna help me get better? I'll talk about that in a minute because I know you want to know. I'm gonna peel the onion back for it. But people that do what we do, we invested in ourselves. We paid an extra $100 one time on top of that. Because think about it. Where else in the world, Fatima, are you gonna be able to get in business for $250 in the beginning and pay overhead $149.97 a month? I don't know no building, Oaks, Fayetteville, Stanford, and surrounding areas you're gonna be able to get in. Nobody building paying rent on that building for your business $50, $150 a month. Matter of fact, you can't. Matter of fact, you can't. Some places in your hair done, you can't even get it done for $150. Some places, that's your hair done. Now, for the price of less than some exclusive, and I'm gonna say this, I like the shoes. I really do like them. I wish they were my size. Hey, for the not exclusive, but for the price of less than a nice pair of exclusive, or a nice pair of exclusive, you can own a whole business. You can own a whole business. You can get any you own business. Now that hit real different. That hits way different. Now I brought it up because I like Michael Jordan. I idolized Michael Jordan when I was growing up. I always out there sticking the tongue out, trying to look. You remember those? Well, you remember playing basketball in the backyard in the community, whatever. They be hating on me and stuff, but I couldn't never afford no J's though. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't afford no J's. So, I was nice as a car, whatever. But however, that's beside the point. It's still no joke. But on a serious note, we're gonna talk to you about how you lower your taxes by minimizing it with experts. Next, we're gonna talk to you about how you can raise your credit score with a credit restoration by uploading. We're gonna talk to you about destroying your debt by eliminating through this awesome software. And we're gonna talk to you about my growth assets through an awesome thing that we have going on in this awesome opportunity. At this time, we're gonna take a quick pause. We're gonna pull up a stream, and then we're gonna talk to you about the last part in a minute. But I want to show y'all something because I know y'all like, man, he talked all that good stuff about the four things stopping us, the three solutions, the two objectives, the one company. But what the company doing for us? Fatima, let's go in there. Let's show them what we're doing. Let's show them what we really be doing. Let's switch seats for a minute. Hold that. All right. Y'all bear with us in some technical difficulties. I'm gonna take these slide down right quick. I'm gonna stop share. And I'm gonna go back in here. And we gonna pull up what's really happening. Because me and Fatima don't want y'all to leave here without seeing what's really going on and how we really be doing our thing. I hear you back there, baby.
Yeah, that's plumbing thing. I'm not gonna joke.
I hear you back there, baby. Here we go, right there. Let's see if we can pull our stuff up and it's showing off on us. Okay, you need to pull up, but that thing frozen, man.
Is this Mr. Bean right here?
Yeah, that's Brian. That's Brian. I gotta get this thing. This trying to show us go to the bottom, but we got something for you. We got something for you. We gonna get in there, even if we gotta stop the whole show. All right. So it's all good. We gonna unstuck them. We gonna unstuck them when you stop sharing. All right, I'm free. You see that? Take that ain't no good. Ain't no good. Guess what? We knew what was gonna happen. Guess what we got for y'all? Some handouts. All right, so I'm gonna break this down a little bit further because I don't want y'all to leave here without knowing
what we're doing for you. So, name that. This. And that. And then this. And. Do that. And then this. Now I'm gonna hand you a handout. Princess, you got, she looking like in my space. And one thing I want to do, don't be in my space, I don't want you in. Yeah, I'm not gonna move, you gotta, you learn that stuff, you know. All right, so let's break it down. What do we do, right? Let's go with the page. Let's go with the page. Let's talk about the cash flow membership. The cash flow membership, right? In the cash flow membership, when we're talking about reducing taxes, lower my bills, eliminate my debt, raise my credit score, and ease the home ownership. So when reducing my taxes, it does exactly what it says it does. We reduce your taxes so we can put more money back in your pocket. When I say we, the experts, not me, I'm just the voice. The experts are going to go in and adjust your W-4 so you can get more money up front back in your pocket. Now, some people say, well, I'm retired. How does that correspond to me? You got a wife, don't you? Or you got a husband, don't you? They still working, ain't they? Y'all a team, aren't y'all? Why would you let your boo thing, your love of your life, lose money out of y'all pocket because y'all a team, ain't you? So stop letting that money go out the door like that. Because guess what? If that was somebody out there that they was freely giving that money away to, wouldn't you feel some type of way if the girl with no teeth, she getting all the extra money for the house, or the guy that's always a leech off for your husband because he a buddy, he getting the extra money out of the house. The government is hitting you in the head. That's right. Because every time a situation, and we can pull this up later, but this is right now. Every time your situation changes in your family, i.e., she had a baby. If she had a baby, her situation changed in the family. It's two now. If you had a child, it changed. You had a son, it changed. Y'all about to expect another baby. I'm just saying this. They'll expect another baby. It changed. Guess what? You lost your job. She's the only one bringing income. Y'all had to change. She's the up it. Y'all need more money in the house. It's more way. It says basically, in paraphrasing, that if you have a financial hardship or a change in your current financial status, you can go and adjust your W-4. Not you, the experts. All right. Lower my bills. With lowering my bills, we got bill negotiators. I don't know if you ever heard of bill negotiators. We got people that will negotiate your bills. I mean, negotiate. I'm talking about negotiate stuff like cell phone bill, internet bill, those special water entities you have, and just to name a few that they will go in and help you. They will go in and negotiate that. Now, how it goes, you're gonna have to go set up with it. Everybody have a different deal because they got different things going on financially when it comes to these services. So it's dictated off of what you have going on personally. We talk about my debt. We have a software where you have a delimitation software where you go and put your debt, your true debt. Don't be dishonest. I only owe $50 left on the car. I only owe, on that loan, I only owe like $10. Don't come on now. You don't just know owe no $10 loan. Stop playing. Now, you know about the average, most what they paying on loan, they're paying about 2, 3, 4. If it's kind of low ball, it might be 180, whatever. A little bit more, but you can have a better plan than what they gave you, because believe it or not, people that got you in them loans or them credit cards, they want you to pay the bare minimum. So your credit card balance is $5. They want you to pay under $100. You pay $99 or $100. That keeps you stressed out, so they can get so much extra off you. By the time you pay for that $5,000, you done paid them $12,000 because you paying a little minimum. No, I'm gonna tell y'all about that later. That's a whole nother deal. But that elimination, playing around like that. Raise my credit score. What I love about this is a 2-for-1 deal. Which when I started this, I should tell y'all this.
Membership is a 2-for-1 deal. So if you are married or to that effect, because people got different things that they call whoever they with, or to that effect, yes, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Both of y'all can get that spending power and stuff for that one price. And that's what I love about it so much. And the best thing about the credit part is you don't get charged for the credit. The credit is a part of the membership because you have exclusive rights because you are a member. You know, membership has privileges. So because it's unethical for you to charge people for tax services for services that haven't been rendered. So all these people out here that's charging people for taxes, oh, how much you charge? Not taxes, but charging them to do their credit, and you paid them up front already. That was wrong. You're supposed to pay them after you see the result. They don't tell you that. So if it ain't wrote out right, they playing with you. You know what I mean? I just throwing it out there. People do stuff with, you know, it is what it is. Home ownership. Now, me and Fatima will talk about the home ownership, right? With the home ownership, this is where we can let the little man that couldn't get in to buy a home. You know, at one point, if you wanted to buy a home back in the day, you had to have at least a 620 credit score to be able to get a home. Then it went up to 640 after the pandemic because they changed the FICA system. During the height of the pandemic, they changed the FICA system. Because guess what? That was a part of that World Bank thing that they were twisted. But that's a whole other story. But you can be able, it's people that even with low income earning can get in at is on Section 8 can finally get in a home. Wow. They're going to use their history of paying rent on time and do on time, and do they have the money to build up to that point? So it's different levels to that, but that's a consultation you have to set up with that expert. We go all the way to actually being able to achieve it. They have different levels. They have silver, gold, bronze, and the ultimate, with that. You can't pull it up, but we can show you that down the line. But that's why I'm breaking it down to you at this time. But also with the multiplying cash flow phase, and that phase, this is what we talk about: diversified accounts, power reserve account, land banking account, trust my asset, and manage my trading. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let Fatima elaborate on that because she did a good job. We talked about this it's about a month ago. We talked about this, and she broke it down. So give some examples of how it went in those different areas that we talked about earlier this week.
So with the diversified cash flow account, it's basically like a savings account that's like on steroids where you gain more interest. And we all know you put your money in a bank now, you're getting less than 1% on your money that's in there. So I mean, whatever you put in now, a year or 2 or 3 years from now, it's not going to be worth much. You know what I'm saying? But this account right here gives you more interest. Like, what is it like? I don't know. I forget what the interest was for this account. But however, it's more than with the banks. It's one of
they're giving out double-digit returns. Banks don't even give you double-digit returns. Mm-hmm. If you got your money in a regular savings or a checking account, you're gonna get something like 0.002, 0.003. You don't even get a whole percent.
So I just had to open the state account for my mother, and she passed away. They wrote me a check, and they put it to her estate. I don't want to let that account to put the money in there. So if the checking account they gave me was about how the bank make money, it had to have a certain amount in there. If not, you get charged a monthly fee every month. Yeah. If it doesn't have that certain amount of money in there. And then if I want to do I want to get a cashier check, they were charging almost half of what I needed for cashier because it was less than $100 for charging for that. So the banks are constantly making money. If you're a bank owner, you're in the banking business, like you're making the money. I'm not talking about people that work at tellers or anything. I'm talking about the actual owners. They are making the money, okay, because they're charging exactly. Because you'll put your money in and then they'll go out and lend it out 8 more times, and they'll just keep making money off of what you put in the bank. So the diversified cash flow account is a very good thing. I'm actually about to go through that step too. I pretty much have done all the services that I said I'll explain to you what this company has done for me. So the provider, who's all familiar with the 401k, the TSP, and stuff like that. Right. So with those things, like if the stock market goes down, then you could lose money in there too when you put your money in there. So the private reserve account. It's like a retirement fund. And once you do that, like it has nothing to do with stock market. You know what I mean? Like your money is in there. It's not going to lose value. It'll increase instead of losing money. Land bank, we all know, like buying, like when you bought your house, right? You know, sometimes the land is worth, or most of the time, land is worth more than the actual house itself. You know, so that's why a lot of people are like starting to invest in land, and that's a good investment. There's probably not gonna be no more land that's going to be made or anything like
That's
that.
what we gonna help.
Yeah, so the land banking to the Silicon Valley, and basically like the 2028 Olympics are gonna come in that area. So of course, the Olympics are coming in. You got NASA, you got
The U.S. Air Force.
the U.S. Air Force, all these people are coming, so that's gonna bring. So if you invest in land there, when Walmart comes decide they want to put up a building there, they gotta come to you first.
Gotcha.
Either they're gonna pay you some type of rent or they're gonna buy you out. Okay. If you was, I think I would charge them rent before I give up my land. That it was me. The trust my assets. So we all heard like trust fund babies that have a trust. We always thought that was something only for the rich. At least I did.
I'm gonna pull it up on the slide for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very interested in that.
Yeah. So putting
That,
yourself into the trust is going to definitely help you protect yourself because you could get your taxes down, like even now it's like 5% or something. I pay 5% if your stuff is inside of a trust. Do you have that slide?
That's why I need help.
yeah, we'll go there because I'm going to for you. I was showing them about the money, but let's go to the trust. Remember, it's in that last phase. I'm just skipping over that money. Or did I? Hold on.
No, okay.
I done passed. Hold on. I'm being fast, y'all.
So you guys already got you. I'm just
Now,
What you do?
doing too much. Hold up. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
There you go.
So, first you show us the business trust, so any revenue that you get from your business that are going to your business trust, and then it's going to be distributed to your family trust. Okay, once it's in the family, that pays those fees, it pays your expenses, whether your business expenses or your household expenses, and then ultimately you're going to end up with the foundation trust, and that's the payment from the family trust, and that's where you actually start building your legacy or what you want to leave behind for your family and stuff like that. Having your stuff in a trust, it protects you, but you want to make sure that, because I think it was like the living trust is the one that you do not want to have.
It'll screw.
Yeah, so those are the ones that the attorneys were getting people in, but it still didn't make your stuff not touchable. You want to put yourself into, what is it, the business trust and the family trust. You want to put it in those types of stuff, so then that way your stuff is protected.
y'all help us with this.
The experts do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to specify stress because our mentor back me up for some of the stuff, and I'm gonna bring them in. When I bring them in, y'all ask whatever y'all want. But keyword with the trust, when she said that one at the screen, keyword living trust. If you dead, you can't speak for yourself. So now it puts it in limbo. Guess what it does? It puts it back in the hands of the probate court because it was a living trust. Huh? So now that falls in the hand. Oh, lawyer, probate playing games with you.
Yeah, and probate is I have personal experience with even though my mother had a will, right? That was we all figured that even in the book they tell us do well. But if you look at that, will they give you? There's something at the bottom because it's already pre-written, right? Then we just tell it to the individual. There's something about a trust value.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anyone ever noticed that, but that was something that I always noticed. But the thing is, I'm thinking like, yeah, if something happened to me, might be going to a trust, but you need to establish that trust. It needs to be established. So anyway, my mother passed. We took the will without a probate. It has been I'm still going through the process right now. It has been a live in New Jersey is crazy because me and my brother, because we were the people that mentioned in the will, we had to they had to run a check. on us, right? So if any insurance money or anything coming, we owe anything, taxes, child support, anything like that, they're gonna take that money off top.
Yeah.
And so like we had to run a check for that for child support. I had to notify her husband, you know, they had been a nightmare, that whole probate process, and then they only give you, I think, a certain amount of time. So within that time, if any creditors or anything like that might be out there, they come get the executor, which is me, and say, hey, her estate needs to pay X, Y, and Z.
Wow.
So that,
You have to pay off everything she has, any type of debt that she has accumulated over her life.
yes, exactly. You have to pay, and then, and we, basically, the estate, is, you know what I mean, once everything is exhausted from the estate, then that's what you're supposed to use to pay. Like, I can't be held financially responsible for it, but as the executive, it's my responsibility to make sure that her estate is settled. So anyway, going through the probate process, it is a complete nightmare.
Wow.
And I encourage anybody, like, if you can put yourself in the trust and stuff, you don't have to go, you can bypass that whole process and already have everything already set up, and whoever those individuals may be. Yeah, so it's
But it's sad though, because we all veterans.
Yeah, but
They should go out the way to try to help us out. You know, instead of putting us through all kind of bullshit like that.
so let's look at the big picture. We're gonna go with the words. We're gonna go with the verb, the adjective, verbs, whatever you're gonna call them. Active duty soldier, retired soldier. Active duty soldier, retired soldier. Veteran, but you're not a veteran until you completely not active anymore. You know what I'm saying? When you're not active at all, now you're a veteran. That's the game they play. If you notice when you was active duty, you get the door open, everything open. Now, for a minute there before they realized that I was retired, they was like, "Oh yeah, you good because you military like that." But I didn't tell because that was before I started rocking, the salt and pepper. I was still clean shaven. They think, "Oh yeah, he good to go," because I still look the part. You know what I mean? If I cut all this, I still look the part. Not saying like I'm some model, but it's the part of looking like a soldier. Hey, I try. But Fatima hit the nail on the head. I threw that joke in there, but it's not a game. I'm glad she stopped and we pulled this up. And I'm gonna tell you why. When our mentor was talking to us about this, the difference between the trust and the difference between, the law of the land, I think I might have said this earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. That stuff, the trust started in the 1700s. That was before they had any of this other law on the land for the state, the local and stuff. This is federal big boy stuff. You know how hard it is to go take something to the federal court and they're gonna actually run through it. They don't be playing with little petty people. Now, I know most of us, I'm gonna say this and not trying to be funny. When you hear about somebody doing something federal, it's probably something negative that they've been doing in the streets that they got a federal case. Not something to this right here. We don't want them to know about this. Put the rails up. We don't want them to know about this. We want them to give back. So she hit the nail on the head when she said that. I'm about the trust. Out of all the things alone, I'm gonna tell y'all this. The trust alone will cost you thousands and thousands of dollars just to get it set up. But with this exclusive membership, you're gonna be able to get this at an exclusive membership, deal. And not only just get the trust, they're gonna break it down and articulate what it does for you. Because these are three different types of trust, and all of them coincide with each other. This trust right here illuminates both of them because this is where the big boys be hiding their money. This is where, when I say hide, legally put their money. You're gonna get 5% from this charity, whatever charity of choice, But this right here illuminates all of them. So what you're gonna need all three of them. We call this a three-headed monster. That's what Mr. Charles Ivory calls it. But to follow up on anything else on that, what was the last thing on that sheet now?
The minutes my trade. So I don't know if anyone here that a lot of people can be intimidated by it, but they actually now have a program where you basically someone is investing for you, but they're not going to put your money at risk or make risky decisions and stuff like that. But we all know when you invest in the stock market, it's risky. It's just like gambling. You could take a risk, you could take a game and stuff like that. But sometimes, and I do encourage people to learn the stock market and try to learn it. But if you can have someone do it for you, why not?
I don't trust stock.
I mean, you got to, it's a risk. It's definitely a risk. Believe it or not.
I'm very locked in.
I'm gonna tell you, God, I just learned about stocks, how stocks work about roughly a year ago. And I learned it from a guy from home. Shout out to Mr. Bentley. Mr. Bentley owns that four-way store like going on the Man Highway.
Yeah.
There's a store that I always sit there, never had no gas or nothing like that. He told me this, he gave me a sheet of paper, right? He took a sheet of paper and he said, write a line in the middle. I wrote a line. He said, what I want you to do is I want you to count through 1 through 10. Write 1 through 10 up. You know, on the other side of the paper, write 1 through 10 down. He said, now, below the line, this represents the stock market going down. Above the line, this represents the stock market going up. But overall, he was saying, look, he actually said, with those lines, he said, I want you to put $10 all the way up to whatever, that would have been $100, whatever. He said, now when will you buy stock? I said, yeah, when they low, I'm gonna buy. Yeah, that's what I'm buying. Yeah, good, that's good. He said, when will you sell your stocks? I said, hey, when it's at a high price, he said, no, you never sell. Because the minute you sell, you don't got nothing of value for you to bargain with these big boy sponsors, big business and make big purchases. Anybody has a checking account and a little savings account, but who has a portfolio? And I'm not talking about the picture on the wall of Fatima that she got as her team up there. Don't get it twisted. Portfolio and portrait is a different thing. Some people will get it twisted. I thought before, oh yeah, I got a photo. Yeah, hold on, let me pull it up. No one laugh at me. A portfolio hits different than you have in a regular savings account. We talking about IE. You got something in stock. You got something in real estate. You got something dealing with some type of product. Maybe it's Jordan, maybe it's Nike, maybe it's Cartier, Louis Vuitton, or maybe it's the new technology. You got different stuff diverse in your portfolio. You know, it's a different. Now, when you make big boy purchases, you ain't talking about no saving, no check account. They already know what's in it. And guess what? That's true. The banks they playing with. True. But your portfolio is managed by somebody that know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Not just some little rookie off the street like me. Like, oh yeah, man, I got y'all know how to do this. Only thing I know how to do is count money, make sure it's add, subtract, and don't let me keep too much money. Now that I'm over the compound where I don't keep a lot of money to make account. I put my money in an investment that is locked in, so I won't even get screwed up. Okay. Only working capital will come through my bank account. Soon as the nod hit, oh, here, the bills, my little pocket money. Now how much money you got left? $100-something. Hey man, guess what? Ain't need to be in there. Guess what? If it's in there, guess what they're doing? They take them and I'm doing something called arbitration. Give people loans on houses, loans on cars, business loans. But then my money been in that bank 15 to 20 years. I come to the bank. I want to get me a business loan. You give me the red tape. Yeah. Why you give me the red tape? You can clearly see my money been going through this since I've been 18. Matter of fact, before I was 18, my mama co-signed at 17 for me to have that. You seen money coming through. You seen when I wasn't getting no money. Now you seeing them direct deposits drop. But you playing with me. That's the game. And so I'm trying to tell you, you got another rules. But I don't want to go to because we'll get left field. Let's go back. Let's go back to where we were at. So that's for the membership. Let's go to the second sheet. Let's go to the second sheet where we were talking about the the second sheet we were talking about this right here. Yeah, to break it down to different. I know y'all probably think, man, you got 2 new sheets. Guess what? The only difference between that first sheet and the second sheet is $100 difference. Okay. When you say you want to go be for team, you say, hey, I want all the I want the services, and I want to help a lot of people educating them. That's right. All I do. The extra stuff, I leave it to them. All I do is give you the information. Gotcha. I let God sort them out. I let God sort people out. Now, I mean, throw it to y'all like, but I'm being real. I let God sort it out. At the end of the day, I told you what we're going to talk about what you gonna see? You cannot see what we showing. You cannot unhear this. You cannot, because that's what those black and white paper. You take that with you. You know what I mean? The knowledge. I'm gonna show you some other knowledge at the end of the day, but it's just in general. You cannot. If you walk out that door today and you decide not to use it, that's on you. But that's the only difference between the two. $100 different. One time, the monthly overhead is $149. It's the same price as customer membership. I don't know about you. I really make icing on the top for real. All right, so let's go to that last thing.
Wouldn't the business part pay off the 149?
Remember in the beginning when we were talking about. Remember in the beginning when we were talking about how we're going to show you how to self-fund. Well, we just say self-fund, but how you're going to be able to pay for your business. This is where we're going to go back and we're going to show you about self-funding. Yeah, I got you. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we're gonna close this up. So the last thing we'll talk about the money, because everybody want to know how the money works. I'm gonna have to go back because I already fast forwarded from the money. I'm gonna go back for y'all for the money. All right. Y'all bear with me. We're gonna talk this money. We're gonna close this out. All right. All right. So let's talk about the money. This is what everybody want to know: how much money you get. Earlier, we were telling you can earn $50 per sponsorship. So 3 sponsors, basically 3 people that's on your team, right? 1 customer that's gonna self-fund your business. That's 150 that's self-cover. That's overhead. Pay for it because you work the business like this by telling 3 people and 1 customer how they're gonna cover their business. The second level, y'all can look at the picture, y'all can go along with 2. You can earn, we'll unlock at 82, you can earn up to $600 a month. Remember I was telling you about what that $600 can do for y'all? Yeah. Emergencies. Okay. But that is a group of 12. And you don't have to get all the people in the group yourself. You teach that person, get 3. Guess what? Everybody's self-funded. So guess what? Nobody's hurting financially as far as them being able to self-fund their stuff. And that's going to unlock the $300, which $300 is where you can earn that from growing your team by 6 every single week. I don't do that in public, but you can earn that $300 extra every week if you grow your team by the size of 6 QFBs. And you don't have to go them all by yourself. One person get 2, another person get 3, 4, 5, and you get a 12 in that week. I mean, you get a 6 in that week. Guess what? You get paid an extra $300. That's $1,800 overall on top of that $600. You can make $1,800 extra. I don't know about y'all. $1,800 can go ahead and jump on that mortgage and do the thing, right? And have date night at least once a month. I'm just saying. But think about this. Now that we showed you that, right? Let's talk about how the bonuses go. That's called a performance bonus, that $300, right? At 82. Now, with this bonus at 83, you can own that bonus what we just were talking about. This is where the quota bonus come in. So now, on top of you getting that 50, when you get the ED level 3, you can get up from $30 all the way up to $150. And that's at each different level gets different pay. So say you brought somebody in as a QFD, aka business partner, right? You earn $50, but you are there at 83. You're gonna get $80 instead of $50. You're gonna get 80 because 30 plus 50 is 80. Now, if you all the way up to the top national, right? If you don't have one yet, but at top national, instead of you getting 150, you get $200 every time somebody comes in. That's unlimited. That's not capped. There's no cap. All right. I like that. But it gets even better. Let's talk about this chart. We talked about that just now about, the different levels or whatever, how you unlock it, what levels you go to or whatever. You can earn up to $50,000 if you go all the way up to executive 5. I don't know about you, but the average person, if they can make $50K a year, that right there is a norm. That's more than the average norm right there. Somebody make $50,000. That's just on first tier. But what's even better is Fatima. Right now, you being the active duty, top level leader you are right now, what level could you retire on active duty right now? What would be your retirement pay on this tier? Regional director. You mean to tell me if she can make $200 a day, that's $6,000 more a month, you know she'll be making general pay?
Wow.
While she's on active leave, if she making this money and her active duty pay, she making more than a general. That's wild. She making over 10 grand. She making about 12 grand some change. Well, 12, 13 grand a month combined, you know? But it gets better. It goes all up to the third tier. You can make all the way up for $1,000 a day. This is the second tier pay. You can make up to 300 something thousand a year. When you're making this type of money from here to here, that's top level in the United States. If you're making 100K plus in the United States, you're at the top percentile of people that get paid in the United States. Okay. People sometimes they'll fudge about, I make 100. Sometimes they don't really make it. They make a slight bit under 100, but it is not about how much money. It's about how much money you keep, and you put it in the vehicle that you can be able to make more money. That's where this cash asset, cash come in. But think about this. This last phase, this last tier, this is what I like. You can make $1,500 all up to $15,000 a day. I know when I said that earlier, y'all were like, you tripping. That's $5.4 million a year. Wow. I'm gonna say that's $5.4 million a year. That's almost five. That's almost six. That's almost 6,000. I mean 6 million. You can round it off. You can round off to 5.5 if you want to, but still, that's more money than some people that have made in about 3, 4, 5, 6 generations with all people money can buy. I'm talking about like regular average working people. It's sad, but this is the opportunity that you can get into. And this is the thing, there's no cap. This unwaged, this passive, this unwaged money. All right, so those some of the texts from Mr. Bryan and Bean, some of his texts coming in. This is one of his highest pays that he had got recently as he went on. He get $14,000 a day. That's a day, man. That I wish I could make it up, man. This is a day. This guy is major. You know what I mean? Make some serious bread. All right, and you can see how some of those money's coming in. Like I was telling you, he got 30 for somebody that was down line because he was over 30. He got $100 because somebody was a regional, and then they made that. And see how he got his $1,000 a day because he had $1,000 a day. But each one of those come in, those are different type of bonuses. But daily guarantees, when you lock in, no matter what, he gonna get that every single month. Wow. All right. So in closing, those are texts. How you get them? People laughed at him when he was getting that $5. Right? They were making memes on this. This was the height of the COVID-19. They were making memes. Big head memes like, you get $5 text. Then he started to make 200. They kind of stopped laughing. When he started making 500, the smirks got off their face. He started making $1,000 a day. This was when the hate started. But it was a different type of hate. The hate was they started watching his page, watching his page silent, they wouldn't like nothing, whatever, you know. They even stopped when we would invite them, they act like they got something to do, whatever. But that wasn't that, it was a shame because they was picking at him, but now he's making that type of bread on top of what I think he's now. Right? But think about this. This is the guy right here, man, who I was telling you about in closing. Mr. Charles Ivory. Mr. Charles Ivory is our mentor. All right. Hey, he's an Army vet. You can see his story. He joined MWR Financial October 26, 2019. On the March 31st, 2020, he was laid off his job without pay for 90 days. And thanks to MWR Financial, he was earning 4 times that when they tried to call him back. So guess what he did? He said, hey, here go my 2 weeks notice. I'm about to fire y'all. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm making bread like that. Huh? From the house on top of the retirement pay. You know what I'm saying? And that's passive residual income. You know what I mean? So his story is just like any one of our stories. He got the same kind of background as us, but he retired broke on top of broke. All right. So with that being said, what I'm gonna do at this time, and we're gonna take a hold for a quick question because I know she said she got to do some things, but just for the greater good, so you can answer the question. But Ms. Fatima, you got any more things? I'm gonna pull Mr. Ivory in. So at this time, usually we only got room for 2 type of people. All right. We talk to y'all about that. Y'all can ask questions about that and all that good stuff like that. But we only got 2 type of people. That's some of the stuff about the deeds and titles for the land that they got in the Antelope Valley. This is the youngest investor, Mr. Ivory's son. The guy, he's 4 years old. By the time Cameron 4 years, 18 years old, he gonna have $750,000 by the time he's 18 from investing. He in the business now, because why? His parents put him in the business, the guardian of this stuff, and they managing his money. This guy gonna be almost a millionaire, a full-blown millionaire, $750,000 by the time he's 18 years old, little guy. So let's go to the last page. All right. So there are only two types of people that we like to deal with at this point. A 2 or 1. A 2 says, hey, I love the membership that y'all showed us. I want that because I don't want to lose more money. Being who and messed up money, we want to keep more of our money in our pocket, right? That's fine. We love number 2s. But number 1s, we love number 1s awesome. Let me tell you why. They say, I want all the money, just like I said. I want all of the services with the extras, and I want to help a lot of people because I know what can help them come out of the dark of struggling living paycheck to paycheck, and I'm going to help them out. And number 1 we applaud all of them. So at this time, whoever brought you to this presentation or brought you to this actual cash flow asset party, this is the first one ever in this year was Fatima. Hey, you can get back with her or whoever brought you here on social media. Y'all can get with them if y'all doing this and get the information and go from there. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn this back over to Ms. Fatima. All right.
Where you go? Can I take you? Or do you need those back?
Hey, you know what? It's Fatima's party.
Yeah. I don't have to go and present this to you. I know, I got it. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So hey, y'all have a good day out there. Hey. Y'all welcome. Thank you for coming in our profit party, aka cash flow party. We'll see you on the next one. Hey, y'all have a good
Restaurant.
No, they get out of town. Yes. I will present.
You know how we do.
Well, nice meeting y'all.
At this time, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna call in a special guest.
All right,
These questions that y'all got about it, this is a good time to ask those questions because y'all think that we were running our mouth about the game. Anybody ask any question you want to ask, bring it down because he's done everything right to this point. That I'm gonna let him tell you.
I don't need all your help.
I'm gonna let him tell you.
Just because I got a mess, you know, I need to get it all figured out.
Let me call this down.
That's right. You wanna, it's a good couch right out there.
Okay. If there's any questions you want to ask, then you going to have a bit about it. Yo, Mr. Ivory, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing better than amazing. What's going on, man?
Awesome. I'm over here at a cash flow asset party here in Cameron with Miss Fatima, and I got some people in the room that have a couple of questions that they want to ask you exclusively about your experience and what MWR has done for you with the cash asset formula.
Absolutely. Okay. Where's the question?
Awesome. So go right ahead. We got Mr. Scott in here. He said he needed 360 up, and then we got this lovely, awesome other soldier in here. They can ask any question you want. Go right ahead.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing better than amazing. How about yourself?
One day at a time, sir.
Okay.
I'm a combat vet rated at 100% disability. They didn't give me a chance to do reclass. I got chaptered up. So I don't have that blue ID card or whatever they got going on now. You know, I just got it. I got my 100% through VA.
Okay.
I'm okay. Well, see, I'm staying in the HOA. I don't like that. I'm paying $1,200 a month. Before that, me and my wife, you know, there was a lot of issues and stuff. We were in court, so I'm coming off that court stuff. My finances is all messed up. I'm trying to rebound from that, you know. And so, you know, I'm doing all right, but I could be doing way, way better.
So what's your question?
Well, question about trust, how to get started with that type of stuff, and investing my money into the right things. You know, just I need help trying to figure that out.
Okay. Okay, well, the experts do all the work, so it ain't nothing for you to figure out.
Okay.
Okay, you just got to figure out what it is that you want to do.
Well,
now, when it comes to trust, that's the protecting your assets and setting up your legacy, right? Depends on which one you want to do. You got what we call an asset trust, and then you have a legacy trust, which is a three-headed monster with a business trust, a family trust, and a foundation trust. Now, if you do that, that eliminates taxes, okay? And it'll protect all your assets, and you don't have to worry about going into probate and all that other kind of stuff. If something happens to you, the courts take over. So that'll set you up for that. Now, then the way our system works, I recommend everybody start off with a DCA. That's our diversified cash flow fund. And here's why. Because now your money is guaranteed to grow at 4% minimum. It can go higher, but it's guaranteed at 4% minimum.
Okay.
Now, you can borrow money from your DCA and your money will still grow at the maximum amount of money that was in there. So for instance, if there was $50,000 in there, you took $20,000 out, your money's still growing at $50,000.
Okay.
So then you will borrow money from your DCA and put towards manage my trading fund. Now you got professionals trading money, growing your money, while your money is still growing at 4% or more in your DCA. Understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now you're double dipping.
Okay.
So now you got money growing in one account, you got money being made and growing in another account. So you're double dipping on returns.
Okay.
Let that build up and then continue on with other investments that we have, like our land banking, our property reserve account, you know. And then once you get all these different assets together, then that's when I would go and try to set up a trust to protect your assets and money.
Yeah, because see, I don't want my name attached to anything.
Well, that's when
You see what I'm saying? That's right.
Right.
Yeah, because it's been a mess. I mean, my wife understand now what that court thing is about.
Yeah, when you trust, you gotta understand that the trust laws came out in the 1700s. The IRS came out in the 1900s.
Okay.
So that's why you see wealthy people follow trust laws more than they do the IRS law.
Makes sense.
So that's why every wealthy person that you know has some type of a foundation. Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, LeBron James. Everybody has a foundation because now all your money can go there tax free, tax exempt, and it's in a nonprofit organization, which is in the name of the organization, not yours.
Well, see, I'm looking at that number one right at this point, the number one MWR cash flow. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. That's one, because that gives you the business opportunity, which allows you to have the $475 in tax deduction. So the money that you're spending every day, driving, phone bill, internet, cable, all that stuff now becomes tax deduction.
Okay. Well, all right. Bryan was one of my childhood friends.
Okay.
Whatever he, I'm gonna stay in contact with him about all this, because then he's been doing it longer than I have. And so, I want to better my condition. I mean, this is ridiculous.
So you have to do that, and our motto is you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. So you got a team of people behind you. So
Okay.
yeah, you don't have to worry about that. So that's a great decision with the number one.
I can't do no work.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's life changing. Trust me.
Okay.
What course did y'all have out there?
Sir,
Uh-huh.
what you say, sir?
I said, any out there? Anybody?
I mean, it's other than, not really, just that whatever, like I talked to Bryan earlier, I said, I already got I got a house, I got cars and stuff, but just trying to maneuver, I would like to just maneuver out my name out from under it and put it all under those trust things. Let it be to itself, and I mean, by myself, I done screwed it all up. So
No problem. That's what we got here first. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, bro. Yeah. And thank you again, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, Mr. Ari, how you doing?
Thank you, big sister. You know, that's why I'm glad y'all understand this stuff.
Say something to a poor folks. We got an eight,
There's a lady
we got an
in the area by the name of Melissa Dos
soldier that's serving here.
She ran for officer.
Just had a child.
And I thought she
I
was
think
Lieutenant Colonel
nobody
from the reserves. So I ran this lady out at the subway out there, where the food line at out there.
1 year old.
Thought this lady was cool, you know.
Yeah.
But when soon as she found out about she was in a relationship prior to the one she was in,
I just
and she got beat over there by her ex or something like that.
I don't think I was in the military for long.
See, she got a high speed soul that will know.
Yeah, he said, what's the
They run her kids and promise to love her, this have a bad, all that stuff like that.
He said,
Her mom was still struggling to have whatever she was in before. Even sitting out with this guy, he came out and said, I hope this is the last one. Last man. This dude was okay, he's on his third man. And I'm like, yeah, if you don't know by now, then you'll never know. That's when I knew I made a mistake and I'm back off. My wife still hung on, you know, and was still doing this lady. And
she says,
I never let her know I was done with her. I already knew I checked out nothing. But then I didn't want to tell my wife, you know, like that. I went to her, I said, look, this ain't good. I'm done. But she still wanted to hold on, and me and her getting the argument. My wife don't know like how you're from. How she put it to me where she was like, you think I'm see a magic. Next thing we know, next thing I know, can't find her. She in a safe house somewhere. And then the lady signed up. How the lady did? She signed the paperwork, and it's still a sign here. She signed. But see, she didn't know my wife was like can be the type that can blow things up and whatever. We know by being family members being around her that she's the type of person that say things but then this lady didn't know that. But then all she had to do was keep things that took PTSD. Next thing I know, my ass in too. And the same thing that we, based off of what she said, that they were promising her that they'll be people. I was on it. And she still calling me, contacting me and stuff, and I'm talking to her, but then I was supposed to. Because my tail had a forms, you know, what they call it, non-contact. That's right back in June.
Yeah.
So it took me time to work all that stuff out. By the time all that was worked out, they realized nothing happened. I think we did right. But then at the same time, they thought you got one of the water processes. And then all come out. All right. Nothing went wrong. My tail had to pay all these lawyers, you know, fees and things like that. And this lady, people realized that the last